All right, it is time. This is an infinite investment game. I talk about alternative investments and collectibles. This is not particularly investment advice, but this should help you at least build a better collection and have a better overall knowledge of the sports card market. And before I start, please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this with as many people as possible. All right, so what I'm going to talk about is basically the sad truth about a lot of these sports cards that are decreasing in value, particularly base cards. And I'm going to be starting off talking about LeBron James, Luka, Kobe Bryant, and I'll throw in Giannis, and looking at sale history. I'm kind of using PWCC and Heritage Auctions price history. It's not everything. There's some stuff that's on eBay. You can use card ladder or market movers to see things long-term out. But I think it's very eye-opening to see like where prices moved and where are they now. Well, where prices were before they start to really have massive increases, the height, and then where are they now? And then predicting where should it be when the recession happens and the economy really cools down and when we're at the bottom of the market. Obviously, this is speculation, so it's not 100% correct, but I think I can come up with a really good idea of where we're going to go. All right, so I'm gonna start with LeBron James, his 2013 Topps Chrome card and PSA 10. So his cards, Gary Vee was talking about buying his cards at $1,000 a piece, and as of May, his black refractor, I guess, was $20,000 in May of 2019. This is really before everything just moved up really fast. I mean, there were still price movements and things such as that, but things really caught up. Part of the reason is because, I mean, let's face it, the United States government printed a lot of money even before COVID, and this affected the market, and you got all this money coming in and stimulating the economy, stimulating other asset prices and stuff is going up. And then it kind of just went crazy after that. But things have been going up since 2015, 2016. All right. So, interesting. The black refractor was considered an investment piece, which is really interesting. And I guess the refractor too. In May and April 2019, the Topps Chrome LeBron James refractor was around $5,851. The black refractor was $19,500. And the Topps Chrome was about $1,000. And then I guess you get a pack graded PSA 10 for $260 to $178. And then it just starts going up. Base was going up, but the black refractor kind of pretty much stayed the same. I remember it was going up, but then it kind of went down a little bit during COVID or when the lockdowns first happened, and then they continued to go up through 2020, reaching really big heights. At one point it did stabilize when the market corrected in September, October time frame, because it reached around 15,000. But then kind of corrected around 9,000 something, 9,400, 9,700. And then it shot up to $46,500 in February 2021. And then after that, it's been on a downturn all the way to $6,900. Keep in mind that LeBron James, his pop count for the base is 2,184. You have 21 black refractors, 9 gold, 173 refractors, and 7 X refractors. For Luka, you have, keep this in mind, you have 18,505 base cards. They've been taking a beating because I remember buying a PSA 10 base for $500 and then flipping it for $2,000. Those days are gone. Base is dead. But for silver, you have 2,133,000, which is very close to LeBron James's base card. So Luka's silvers, refractor silvers, are about the same amount as his base cards, but also Luka has way more parallels, where LeBron only has 4 parallels for his release for his main mid-tier card, while Luka has way more. Just 70, 20 red prism, 21 tiger stripes. Then you get the fast break stuff. Pink prisms 19, and you still got more stuff that's in a box somewhere. So his silvers are basically equivalent to LeBron James's base card. And Luka 2019, wow, his cards were about $450 to $475. And then they just start going up. And that started off in June. And they just start going up slowly but surely. And by November, they hit 1,200. And they kept going up. I did see some prices that reached 12 to 14,000. But at least the data here doesn't show that high. Looks like it reached all the way up to about 9,000 for quite a few sales, which is still a lot. And some of that is like February 2021 and August 2020, where those prices were at their peak. And then now his silver cards are about $2,100 to $2,000. $2,000 to $2,100. I do think that's still a bit much for his card prices. Then you have LeBron James refractors. During that time of 2019, his card prices were pretty high. They were slowly going up. So beginning 2019, they were around $6,000. And then they steadily, they really shot up to around 94,000 at the end of 2020, and then reaching $115,000, 120,000. So this card was breaking over $100,000, and then it's gone down ever since, and now it's at $52,000. And I've seen some instances where somebody's going to sell for about $40,000 for his refractor. There's only 173 of these that exist. There's Giannis. Giannis cards are very interesting because by the season starting, they're around $600, I believe. And then kind of went up from there. They were stable for a while for $3,000. A lot of it was the hype. And it's funny because his cards are really going down for his base cards. But in that time period, he's won 2 MVPs, a championship, Defensive Player of the Year, and Finals MVP. It's really, really interesting. So during the summer, August of 2020, to be honest with you, there are cards that were going all the way to $10,000. I would say 8,000 was like the height of his cards. There are a few sales here for around $5,000 to $6,000, and then they decreased in price to about $1,100. And his pop count is a little bit over $2,000. And you got the same thing with Kobe Bryant. Unfortunately, when he passed away, that's what causes prices to really spike. I guess they were slowly going up because I think his cards were around 1,500, going up to 2,000. And then unfortunately, when he passed away, his cards basically went up to about $6,000. They went down, they corrected themselves, but then they kept going up. And then I believe the height for his card prices, at least for base, kind of went up to about $40,000. I'm sure other people pay more than that, about $40,000. And now his base card is around 10K, anywhere from 7 to 10K. So that's a huge dip in his card prices. But I think it's closer to fair. I do think his cards are a bit expensive in my opinion. But there's only 2 cards, and I think there's 833 base and only like, I want to say less than 100 refractors, which is really interesting. And his refractors were, I want to say around $20,000, but now, I mean, right now they're 168,000, but before he passed away, they were 14 to 20,000, and then yeah, like after he passed away, they didn't seem to go up that much for the refractors, but then they start going up 55,000 all the way to one sold for 500,000. A lot of them were in $200,000 range, but weren't any parallels. It's just like the base and the refractor for the Topps Chrome. There's an insert or whatever, but you know, that doesn't really count. So that should give you the prices. I think Luka Doncic probably should be $1,000 for his Prism Silver. We'll see, but I think it should be less than 2,000 unless he starts winning MVPs and championships. Same for LeBron. I think his stuff should be closer to 3,500 to 5,000 for PSA 10 Topps Chrome values. And I think you're going to see some serious retraces in the coming years. And it'd be interesting to buy because I do think it'd be opportunities. I don't think things are going to be back to 2018 prices, but I think in the 2019 prices are very doable and very likely. And let me know what you think. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we can talk later.